Hello, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you decide to watch this. Okay, so I am actually going to do one video. I have realized that I keep repeating myself over and over again, so I'm just going to do a training video. So this is a training video for those of you that are receiving a carb cycle. I happen to be on Casey's thing lane. All right, so what's going to happen is you have received your new carb cycle in your task menu. When you open that bad boy up, you're going to want to download it just like you did your reset. And it will all also be pinned and saved in your recipe guide. So right where your old reset was, you will now see that you have a carb cycle there. Now, your carb cycle is going to have 2 low days and 1 high day. The menu is going to have 1 low day and 1 high day. So, okay, so you're going to see on the top of it, I'll show you in a second that it's going to say low, and then another one is going to say high. So when you read the directions, you're going to see that you're going to be following 2 low days followed by 1 high day, and then you're going to repeat. You're going to start this on the following Monday. So you're probably getting this on a Thursday, a Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere before the weekend. I always get this to you before the weekend so you can meal prep and get that baby rocking and rolling on Monday. So for example, it's going to be a low day on Monday. So you're going to start with a low day. So Monday will be low, Tuesday will be low, Wednesday will be high, Thursday will be low, Friday will be low, Saturday will be high. But because there's 7 days in a week, keep this in mind, it's not always going to be the same days that are high. So now Saturday was high, so Sunday will be low, Monday will be low, Tuesday will be high. You catch me? So just know that it's a repeat. It's 2 low, 1 high, repeat. 2 low, 1 high, repeat. That is how we roll with this. Let's see if I got one that I can show you here. So this is a carb cycle, and you'll see that it says high day on the top, and it says low day here. Okay. Now, there are a couple others that read a little bit differently. Let me see if I see one that reads a little differently. Nope, this is one. Some of them are in the meal plan template, and if they're in the meal plan template, I think the high day is first, okay? Or the low day is first. I'm not sure, but just look at the top for high or low. Those are the differences between the days. Now, the next thing that you want to do is watch this video. This video is how to set up a carb cycle in MyFitnessPal. Super important, guys. If you are not tracking, if you are not entering in your meal guide by now, you need to start doing it now. Okay, we need to start working with you and you getting into the habit of entering it in, because pretty soon we're going to move into swapping things out and you won't know how to do that very well if you're not doing these steps. So make sure you enter it in. Coach Jen's going to show you how to do that. Because you have to enter 2 different numbers. So make sure you have your meal guides printed out, because you're going to see on the bottom what your macros are. You can also find your macros. I'll show you how to find your macros also here in the app. However, know that they're pretty much going to be matching whatever's on your meal guides for now. Okay, so they're a darn close match. So you can usually just print those out. Next, so here's the deal. Coach Jen's going to teach you how to do that. You're going to have to enter in 2 different numbers. Clearly, I cannot talk this evening. And so what she's going to recommend that you're going to do, and I believe she recommends this, but this is what I recommend, that your default numbers, your default macro numbers are your low carb day, and your custom, because you're going to enter in a second. She's going to teach you how to enter in a second number. Your custom ones are your high carb day. Why? Because your custom ones you can change every week. And as I just said, those high carb days are going to change. So you're going to easily be able to go in and change your custom days so that everything will line up for you. Okay? All right. Enjoy your new carb cycle. Peace.